many organizations are realizing that now is really the best time, and there may not have been a better time to really differentiate themselves and create distance between themselves and their competition. And the cool thing is now the technology exists to be able to do that and to do it in a much more massive way. And for many organizations, rather than making small, incremental, marginal improvements to an existing process, these new technologies are allowing organizations to completely reinvent themselves and to identify and come up with entirely new business models that bring new value to their customers that didn't exist before. And they're using the technology to do that. You know, if you were to think of any process or task in your business right now, something that's time consuming, that's manual, that's annoying, and then think about the impact that that process has on your customers. Think about the frustration it creates. Think about the amount of waiting it creates. And then just imagine a world where that process just doesn't exist anymore. You know, imagine a scenario where there's no longer a need for massive departments of people all performing administrative, very manual processes. You know, imagine that those individuals can now be redirected and deployed in other areas where they can go innovate and create new value for customers, because those manual sort of tedious tasks don't exist anymore. You know, imagine even a world where the cost of acquiring new technology is no longer a barrier to acquiring that technology. Well, it's the advances in technology that have allowed these, what used to be dreams, to actually become a reality now. And one of the neat things is that the cost of this type of technology has decreased over time, you know, not including periodic inflationary events. Overall, in the long term, the cost of new technology has decreased significantly over time, which makes it much more accessible. So I find these things to be extremely exciting, and it's really the businesses that are identifying entirely new models and reinventing themselves. They're the ones that are seeing significant increases in customer trust, in customer retention, and also in new business volume. So again, there's a lot of challenges that are existed, but I think as individuals, and we've seen this, that as individuals and organizations adopt new mindsets, they're able to come up with new plans and models that actually make them a little bit less susceptible to some of the challenges that we mentioned before, whether it's inflation, supply chain, and other things. So it's really positioning organizations to be not only on top of the existing challenges, but well prepared for things that might even come up in the future.